Hello and welcome to the 50th episode of Miss Manda Live. I cannot believe this is I cannot believe it. It feels like I just started doing this with good old Choopy, who was my first guest. But I'm so excited for tonight's guest. We have on Maike from Choopy, who was my first. Whoopsies. I have my own stream up. So we have on Maike, and I had the privilege of meeting her in Minneapolis for VCon, and she's just such a sweet soul. I also got to meet her a little bit before that, and we did a drawing lesson, and the amount that she's grown in her art and creativity since then is just amazing. It's been so awesome to see her growth, and so I'm so excited to have her on the show tonight. So I'm going to bring her on. Hello.
Hi Amanda. Happy 50th. Yay.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And Maike made the most amazing POAP. I can't even believe it. I'm gonna post it on all the social media once I've given it out, because I don't want to get all those POAP hunters. But yeah, I'm so excited for everyone to see it. Did I leave anything out of your introduction that you want to make sure everyone knows?
No, I think that's perfect. Thank you so much. I was so excited that we were able to meet already at VCon, and and even went bowling together. So that was a lot of fun.
It was awesome. Yeah. It was such a rush. I feel like I didn't get to talk to anyone enough, but I'm happy I got to see you guys a few times.
Yes.
Hey Marielle. Hey G's for Great. Thanks for coming by. Should we talk about what we're gonna draw tonight?
Yes.
So we are gonna do the emotion. So we're gonna need the audience to help us by coming up with different emotions as suggestions, and then we're gonna draw whatever one Maike chooses. So yeah, if you're in the audience, please start sending in some emotions while we're waiting for everyone to think of their emotions. What was it? Oh, for the POAP. Okay, it should be something with 50. Like if you were gonna eat 50 of something, what would it be? Or something like that. I think we'll do that. If you're gonna eat 50 of something, what would it be? So that's for the POAP. So you'll go into the Discord, go to the POAP channel, and then answer that and give me your wallet address if you want to get the POAP, which you don't want to miss that tonight. Those of you in the audience, I think we just have Juice for Great and Marielle for now. So if you guys can think of emotions, please send them. Otherwise, we could come up with our own as well. Do you have any on your mind? Any emotions? No. We could do an emotion generator too. Oh, okay. We got one from Marielle. Ecstatic. That one's fun.
Oh, I'm really ecstatic. I think I've never heard that one.
It's like when you're really, really excited.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I just learned a new word in English.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. How would you say that in German?
Aufgeregt, probably. If it's excited, nervous, excited, or happy, excited.
It's like happy, excited. It's like I'm excited. It's like I'm beyond excited.
Okay. That's just a bisschen. I'm thinking of another word. Probably like. Ja, irgendwie so ein bisschen hyper, sagen. You would even say the English word hyper we use for really excited.
That makes sense. I can see that.
Even though that says something else, often in English, we use it in German.
That's funny. So we got ecstatic. Should we go with ecstatic?
Yeah, I think for the 50th, that's perfect.
Yes, you're right. That's so true. Okay, let's turn the cameras around. Thank you,
Yes.
Marielle, for that one. Wait, how do I? Oh,
I hope
you
this
got it
works.
up there.
Oh,
So you'll go to setting, like go to more
yeah,
settings.
I think it was this one.
Ooh. And all right. But now I can only see myself. I'll just watch your stuff on the live stream. Wait, what? Oh, she left, I think. Did you leave? Oh, here we go. Okay, there you are.
I'm sorry, here we go again.
No
Same,
worries.
same thing happened at the last time, right?
Yeah, all good. It happens. It happens more than you would think.
Now my camera, I gotta switch it around. Hold on a second, like that. I think this is good.
Oh, yeah. I think yes, looks good. Looks good.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna get our music going from Joseph Capalbo, an amazing musician, and we are gonna draw ecstatic. So, I would love to dive in because I know you work. Well, I saw you have like a full-time job, right? But then you're also starting this like growth what was it? You have the other Instagram for I'm blanking on what
Growing
it is.
You, yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
So that's actually my full-time job. I'm working, I'm a freelancer, and I'm
Okay.
working as a trainer and a coach.
Mm.
So I'm mainly doing trainings for like any soft skills and growth mindset, and also I did a leadership program. It's called Leaders with Attitude, together with another founder, and it's like a leadership program where you mainly learn everything about future work and how to lead people in the future. So it's a lot about, has a lot to do with self-management, self-leading, as well as leading, leading, how you do it in the future, and less leading from the top, but more like bottom up. And yeah.
That
So
is so cool.
this is my full-time job, but I started with I started only a year and a half ago, and well, actually a year ago, I officially started my own brand, and as a freelancer. And before I was working on that leadership program. Now I'm a trainer for that program, and I switched over to my own brand now. So yeah, yeah. So this is pretty much where that profile is coming from, and it's fully in German
Right.
so far. But I was also thinking for the future to probably like translate some of the content. Yeah, because my website is in German and in English. But since I do have more people right now from Germany, well,
that makes sense.
who are listening, you know, so
Yeah. Definitely. So that is so awesome. And you've also been doing a lot of art lately. So how, like, what sparked that, or how long have you been doing art for?
So I've been like drawing my whole life pretty much, because my parents are like very artistic, I would say, and they been drawing all the time as a hobby. on the side. Like my dad has been doing a lot of like regular pencil art, and my mom is doing watercolors since ever, like aquarelle. And so this I have done, like, so since my parents have like kind of like when we were young already taught us how to, or showed us a lot. My sister and I, we were practicing a lot. And yeah, and then when I was on maternity leave, I started with acrylic painting. So I never did acrylic before, but I knew I wasn't like a huge fan of like watercolors. So I really had a hard time with watercolors. I don't know why, but it wasn't my favorite. And so I wanted to try something new, and so yeah, so mainly in my parental leave, I draw the whole time and practiced a lot. And then the exciting was like when NFTs came up and everything with Gary V. We started like looking into Web3 and NFTs, and then Zane had his art barn. So that was my first drawings on the tablet. So I never did digital art before, and never really thought of this so much. But yeah, so through that, I felt
That's so awesome. I've had so many people, it's crazy. I've had so many people on this show who got into art because of Zane's art barn. Like Marquis, do you know Marquis?
Yes, yeah.
She's the same. She had said like she wouldn't have done it if it weren't for the art barn, I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
And it's so awesome. Like that's just so incredible to think about. So cool that he's done that. So what would you say has been the biggest, like the most surprising lesson that you've encountered since getting back into art and started working with acrylics?
Yeah, I think the biggest lesson is like the more time and effort I put in it, then like better it gets. It's just so exciting how I never thought I would try like to do paintings like I'm doing right now. Like at the beginning, it was very simple colors and not too much mixing colors, not too colorful, because I was like kind of not knowing how to do the shades and stuff. And it's pretty much practice. And then like whenever I feel like, oh, I don't know how to do this, I just look up something online and find some explanation on YouTube or whatever that helps me work on that. Yeah.
I love that. So do you usually go to YouTube if there's like something you can't figure out?
Yeah, like I do that a lot. Like whenever I try to draw something I'm not sure how to do it, I'm using usually YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube's the best. I love YouTube. Yeah. That's awesome. And it's so true. Like once you realize that, and I feel like you have to realize that so many times, like you have to, at least for me, like, I mean, we were just talking about how I've been drawing every day, and there will still be times when I'm like, I can't do this. It's too hard. But then of course, like, because I've learned like, no, you can figure it out. You just got to break it down. And then again, I'm like, wow, I don't know why I needed to like learn that again, But sorry.
This is so funny because I mean this is my work life is getting together there, because growth mindset is exactly that I know that I can learn everything and that we are capable of still learning. And then I remind myself all the time, like, no, I can go. I don't need to be like having a fixed mindset right now and going back into growth mindset. I just need to learn it and figure it out. Yeah.
I've been struggling with these hands for the past like 15 minutes, I feel like, but I actually think I finally got him right. So there you
Yay!
go. Yeah, but I love that too, because I've noticed that also, like, so G is for great. He's in here right now, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And we do a weekly art lesson. And whatever I'm working on with him, I then, when I go back to do it myself, like for whatever it is, like if I was working on like drawing really quickly first as your sketch, that's what we've been working on lately, to just like be okay with whatever it looks like, you know. When I go back to do it myself, even though I'm the one who told him to do that, I noticed that I'm doing it so much better now, because I've like refreshed that skill. And yeah, it's crazy how, like, when you teach someone, I mean, everyone says this, but like it really is so true that like you don't fully understand something unless you can teach it to somebody else.
Yep, that's very important, I think. It's there's also like a Feynman technique, it's called, that if you then simpler you can explain it to somebody else, then better you understand the knowledge, actually. So your learning gets better by explaining it as simple as possible.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
So you were able to break it down, you know?
Yeah, because that's another thing with, like, when I was teaching more so, just in a classroom, you could ask the class, like, oh, do you remember how to do that, like how to subtract multi-digit numbers? And they'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, okay, how? Or it would be way more common with vocabulary words, like, oh, do you know what this word means? And they'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, okay, what does it mean? And they'd be like, well, I can't explain it, but I do know it. And it's like, no, you don't. You don't know it. I'm gonna go over it. And
that's a different level. Yep.
yeah. So first, my character looked like the guy from Rick and Morty, is it? Yeah, like that's what it looked like first, because his hair was like this. And now, so I tried to change it because I want it to be like have motion, but now it looks like the guy from Back to the Future. I need to try something.
I like the hair though. That's cool.
I just want it to be like vibrating almost, because he's like so excited.
Yay. Yeah, I need some hands in here. That's tough though. Like, I'm always struggling with hands too.
I have my window is right in front of me, and because it's dark out and the lights are on, I see my reflection, so I was like holding my hand up in the reflection to see.
That's good.
Gotta use your tools, gotta use your resources.
Yep.
So when are you gonna mint some pieces?
I'm still like I'm still practicing right now a lot, but I'm hoping to mint like a project, like a few pieces. It's just gonna be small, but small release at the end of the year.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I thought let's see exactly when it's gonna be, but I'm working on a few things. Yeah, and hopefully soon. I'm really like looking forward to getting them out there. I mean, I minted one for Potters, for example, and for like other projects, I did a lot of PO-up art lately. But yeah, it's just that I want to take the time to learn still a little bit more about it, and get a few pieces out there though. Yeah, it's definitely the plan.
Super exciting.
Oh, got the news on here. Yeah, this is tough. Like, I'm really having a hard time with
the hands.
I might do something else first, so I'm not taking too much time on this right now.
That's also a good strategy. It's a good test taking strategy.
Yeah. They need to be spreading more. So I'm a very messy sketcher, as you can see. Like usually it looks very,
Wait, is
very
that me?
messy. Excited.
It kind of does look like me.
A little bit, yeah.
What's the app you're using?
I'm using right now Leonardo because I'm on the Surface tablet.
Ah, okay.
And so yeah, I'm still trying to figure out because Sketchnote is also really good, I think, for Surface, but I'm trying to find the perfect alternative to Procreate because I love a lot like of the brushes. I don't have that many choices and everything, so it's one thing I'm trying to figure out what else I could use. Yeah, so I'm testing different apps on the side.
Nice.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I remember when I first joined the art band, it was like I was asking like, does anybody not like use iPad, anything else? And everybody was like, oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's tough. It's just so like if you have an iPad, it's so easy to just get on your iPad and just like learn.
Yeah.
It's an awesome tool.
Yeah.
But I've heard good things about. I know Marky Talks uses something. He uses something else. I think he has an iPad, but there's another app that he likes to use instead.
Yeah, I think he also talked about Sketchnote.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. No, that's not. Well, I think I'm gonna leave the hand alone right now.
I gotta ink it now, so that's the harder part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how do you balance everything with, how do you make time for art with your full-time job, which you're freelancing, and as I'm learning in my life, it can be stressful to freelance. So how do you balance all of this? How do you make time?
Yeah, I'm trying to right now, I'm trying to figure out like what I'm gonna do more, but I'm trying to do half of the time that I have before Noah is coming out of the daycare and everything. Trying to have like at least an hour every day to draw. So I'm just trying to do a little bit less work, regular work, and do more art. That's the benefit of being self-employed, you know?
Definitely.
Unless I have a training, full day training or something. Other than that, I can try to, the days that I'm not in training, I can just try to, yeah, balance it out a little bit better.
That's awesome. That really is the beauty. It's amazing. But I also love that you're making time for it every day. Like that's huge. Like it's one thing to have the time to do it, but then it's another to have the energy, you know, and like the willpower to do it.
Yeah. I mean, there are days where I'm thinking like, should I do it now? But I feel always better after. That's why I know it's like a real passion of mine, and I'm enjoying it so much because that hour is going by so fast, and I barely ever finish anything in that hour. But it's so much fun, you know. It helps me calm down a little bit before I pick up my son, and it's really nice.
Definitely. It's like exercise in that way. You know, you never want to start, but then once you're done, you're glad you did it.
Definitely gotta have help with the hands. I need another YouTube for that. All right, I'm gonna just start lining.
You know what helps me so much is like breaking it down in planes, if that makes sense. So like if my hand is like this, or let's say it's like this, you
Yeah.
can see like here, it's like that, and then it goes like down like that, and
Yeah.
then, but you know, it's
That's
hard. It's one
cool.
thing
No,
to,
no, no, sure.
okay. I thought, because I think that's like a language thing where it's like you say yep, like,
Oh.
I get it, but if like, I had that same thing in Denmark when I traveled there, when I studied there. Like, there were different like little things people would say that just like translated differently, because I was like, oh, I'm just telling you something, you know.
Oh.
So okay, so it's like this, and then okay, wait, so it's like that, and then the line is like here. Okay, I'm messing it up, but it's like boom, and then the line goes there, and then it's like, and then so then this line goes this way, so then you can kind of add in like the fingers like that. But that looks super bad, but I think it with practice it gets better.
Yeah, that's one thing. It's like that, like I don't do much time, a lot of times hands, because I'm doing mainly portraits. So you don't have hands in a picture.
Yeah.
That's why I definitely need some help with that. But that's a good idea with the lines.
Yeah, I think I'm sure there's a YouTube video that explains it better than I just did.
Yeah. I think that really helped a little bit too.
Oh, yay. I'm glad. So how do you decide what to draw? Like, I know you usually do portraits, but how do you decide like who you're going to do a portrait of, or?
It's like a lot of times it's mood. I see something. When I see something I like, I make a screenshot of it and I keep it in my phone. Like, for example, the other day I saw a video, a YouTube video, a music video, and there was a really cool picture of Jay-Z. So because the colors were so nice, and I was like, oh, I gotta make a screenshot of that so I can draw it at some point.
That's
So,
awesome. Yeah. I love that. Is there ever a time when you like sit down to draw and or sorry, to paint or draw, and you just have no idea like what to make?
Yeah. There are times where I'm like, okay, what am I gonna, when I'm starting something new, like what is it gonna be now? And usually I then look also either in the internet, or sometimes I take a picture of somebody that I know and just start drawing. For example, I did do then family portraits sometimes too. So I did my son and my grandma. I gave it to my mom for her birthday, for example. So yeah, I'm trying to come up with then things around me, kind of.
I found that too, like before I started doing the dogs, and even still sometimes I'll like do it this way, but like what you just said, if you sometimes the best things that I create are things I create for other people, because it inspires you in a new way. Like, you're not thinking, what do I want to create? You're just thinking, what would this person want? And yeah, and so then you create something you never would have otherwise.
Yeah, that's true. That's really cool. And you challenge yourself too with the style, you know? When I just do it for myself, I know exactly, like, okay, I know what I like, so it's the same kind of style most of the time. But then if you have somebody you're doing it for, you're trying to also like figure out what would she or he like, you know?
Definitely. And you also have the pressure too, because it has to work if it's like a birthday present or something.
Yep. So I did it for my mom for her birthday. I did it in Austria, and it was like, I don't know, I have one too much here. Whoa. Okay, that was wrong. Yeah, and I did it for a birthday present. I think this one can go. Ah, okay. And so I knew, okay, I want to finish it before birthday. So I sat down in like early in the morning before everybody was waking up, and my son was still asleep. So I had time to draw. So I woke up at like 6 o'clock and sat down like in down in the little area where you can eat in the breakfast area and just started drawing there, so I had the time.
I've been there before too. Yeah, I've been there. You just gotta get it done.
Yeah.
Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, dang it, I forgot. However, Tatiana, I think it's Tatiana, her username says El Algoritmo de la Comunidad, but I think her profile picture looks like it's Tatiana, so I'm assuming it is. I know she makes a lot of content and stuff, so. Dang it, I had a really good question. I can't remember. It wasn't a question. It was just adding to what you were saying. You did the same thing with the BitMonkey challenge because you didn't finish it in time, and then you did.
Yep.
It already looked so cool when you first started, but that's funny. I see it now that you're saying it.
Yeah.
Has there been a project that you've worked on where it turns out looking completely different than you expected it to?
Yeah, there have been a few actually, where I had a plan in my head before, and it really came out very different.
Mm-hmm.
And
do you have an example?
yeah, it was one drawing that I started with like a lot of dark colors. It's not even that. I think it was just a few months ago, and I usually wanted to have it in like black and white only, and then I started at some point. I was like, no, I don't like it, and it was totally different than I expected. It has tons of color in the background and all reflections in the picture. So yeah, I can actually show it. Hold on.
Yes, please do.
So here it is. So it's a lot more colorful than black and white.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, from like being really, really dark, it came up like being super, super light. And
oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
that's what I like about acrylic, that you can just change it up too. Like if if you feel like you're in a different mood now, then.
But so how do you? I always am so impressed when people paint things with colors that aren't there. I'm really not good at that. How do you what's the process like for deciding the colors and all of that? Like how do you decide where to put what color?
I don't know exactly. Like I'm trying to do always the same shades. So like when you have always shades in the faces, right? So different different levels of shades too, and the same shades have the same color. I'm trying to do. Does that make sense?
So like the nose, like the highlight on the nose will always be the same? Okay.
Yeah, like it would be a certain color. The highest point at the nose would probably be white, but then the next one would probably be a warm color, like yellow or pink or orange or a light blue. And then but underneath the eyes where it's more dark, it would always be either a darker red, darker orange, or a darker blue. So
this is so cool. You have your own system for painting. Like,
Yeah.
that is just so
Probably.
awesome. And I've noticed the same thing. It's not as cool as yours, but like I always like the way that I shade with my style. I don't really shade, but like all I do is I take the color, I go up a little bit, go to the technical pen, and then I shade like the outline. And I honestly just do it based on like what feels like it would be lighter versus darker.
Yeah.
And like, and so I've noticed that with myself, but that's more of like a details thing. The fact that you have like under the eyes it's this color, like that is so cool. And that is like the best answer I could have, because I've wondered this for a long time. I was like, I started out, I was like, I always wonder how people do this. And that is so cool. That's just so awesome. It's like a different language almost, like
Yep.
so cool.
Yeah, true. I never thought of it like that. That's really cool. Yeah.
And it's like it'll that will always be yours, so
Yeah.
cool. It's so awesome. So what was it like developing that process of like, and that system? Because I'm sure it wasn't like intuitive, like you just knew to do this color, or was it?
No. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I mean, it's mixing up and changing up sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but at least the system stays kind of the same, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it started with like I did a lot of pencil art as a child, and even there I tried like to get like probably a symmetric kind of shades, like if I did it on this side like that, I wanted to have it on the other side like that.
Ah.
I think that's how it probably started, that I thought, okay, if it's on this side that deep black, or
Mm-hmm.
that with like a B6, then it should be on that side with a B6 pencil,
Oh wow.
like kind of probably came from there, and just turned into like also doing it with the colors, because I like symmetric. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where it came from, probably.
That's amazing. I love that. And then it's like bringing a bit of your childhood into it too, which is so
Mhm.
cool. That's awesome. Oh, by the way, I want to make sure if anyone for everyone who's here, they should get the Poe app. You are going to go into the Discord, into my Discord, go to the Poe app channel. I'm going to put up my Discord link here. It's just missmandaart.com/Discord. And then you're going to tell me if you were going to eat 50 of anything, what would it be? And then give your wallet address. If we're not friends on Discord, we probably are, so I could just send it to you. But also, I want to make sure that it's easy enough for people. So if that's a hassle, you can just DM me the answer and I'll send it to you. I want to make sure, especially for this one, I want to make sure everyone who's here gets it. So it's so awesome. I'm so excited. um. Oh.
So no,
Sorry. Go. You go.
no. Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
So how, like with your daily art cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
how do you stay so, like, even after a year? It's amazing to me how you do this every day. Like, does it sometimes feel a little bit like pressure, or is it always like, oh, it's easy, it's so routine? I don't know.
It's
Yeah.
kind of both. That's an awesome question. It's kind of both. Like, especially lately, I've shared that I've been looking for a job. So especially lately, it's hard because I've been like all day long, just like trying to talk to people on LinkedIn and all that really fun stuff. And
Hmm.
so the days have kind of been getting away from me. And then, like I told you, like I haven't done my cartoon yet today. Usually by now
Hmm.
I would have. And then I would post this one like tomorrow. Um, but yeah, it's been hard lately, but I've kind of gotten like a system down for if it takes me a long if I get to the end of the day and I haven't done something. sometimes I'll have things saved up like for like the very dire days.
Mm-hmm.
But even right now, like I haven't had time to do ones to save up, but there's some that I know I can do really quickly. Like even yesterday, this was a couple days ago, or maybe I literally can't remember. Like I can see how long this took me. This took me 9 minutes. So because I've
Wow.
been doing it for so long,
Mm-hmm.
I know like I can just whip something up if I really need to. And I think too, like there's definitely like this one was pretty quick too, I think. There's definitely like a strength in oh, this was a little longer, 22. But like there's a positive to when I get to that point because I'm forced to work quickly. Like I'm tired, I want to go to bed, and I just have to do it. And sometimes I end up making something cooler than I would have otherwise because like I don't have time to
Nice.
change. Like this, like what the
Mm-hmm.
heck is this? I don't even know what this is, but I had to just
So
go with
cute.
it because I wanted to be
Yeah.
done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool.
It's cool. Wow. Yeah. It's really amazing. I'm really like every time I see your post, I'm like, wow, there's still another one. So cool, really.
Thank you. But yeah, I've definitely gotten like little things down. Like it's some would call it cheating that sometimes I have them saved up, but
Hmm.
like I just need to. And I don't think it is
Yeah.
because if I
No.
have them saved up, that means I did 2 in one day, which is also pretty cool.
Exactly.
But like what I've been doing lately too is I really want to finish this scene. It's gonna be like a bunch of dogs all around the campfire and all of that.
Nice.
And I have it sketched, but I've just been doing a little bit each day. So like this, so on one day I just drew the fire because I knew drawing a fire was going to be hard anyway. And then the next day, like I just drew this guy and I put the fire in there. And then the next day
Hmm.
I just drew this guy. So um, they are kind of finished cartoons and I could use them separately for something if I wanted to, but most likely I won't. But yeah, so that's also been helping a lot.
Hmm. That's good. So I wouldn't call that cheating. I would call that prepared. Seriously,
Yeah,
like.
thank you. Yeah, because I mean, it's not realistic to like it every day. You know, things happen. Some days
Hmm.
I'm like, sometimes throughout this, I haven't traveled a lot in the last 2 years, but sometimes there would be days I'm traveling all day. Like, in that case, maybe I would work at the airport or whatever, but, or sometimes like I'm with family or celebrating like a holiday. So I don't want to be,
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want to be stressed about it because then it's
yeah,
not so exciting anymore. Yeah.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but wow, I just went off. I'm very passionate about the daily drawings because it's it's just helped me so much. And even now too, like I feel like I've really been like with being so busy, I've created such a weird random grouping of things. Like I don't know what these are, but it's just like I just have to
Yeah.
like get something down.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Thank you. Um, but it's made me like this one too. I don't know where this came from. Like I have no idea.
Oh,
But it's just cool to see like I just have to keep going because I don't know what's going to happen next or like
yeah,
so it's cool.
that's really cool. Very creative.
Thank you. And that's my whole thing because I never thought I would be a creative person, which is why I try to like tell everyone to do this.
Hmm. Yep. It's like I've seen so many people on the art barn, they saying like, "Oh, I'm not that creative. I don't know if I should start the drawing." And then they started and it was just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing outcomes. And so, yeah,
Definitely.
still not happy with the hand, but I think it's getting there a little bit better. Oh, oh well.
Oh, normally we would end in about a minute. I'm sorry, I lost track of
Oh
time.
my gosh.
We can do like a couple more minutes, but
I'm sorry.
I actually have somewhere I have to go. Usually I'm like, oh, I'll just go later. Like, usually I do not leave the house this late, but um So yeah, we can go a couple more minutes, but then we'll have to.
All right, good to know.
Sorry, you asked me about me, so I kind of lost track. I want
Yeah,
to.
I'm kind of slow today. It's probably the time too of the day.
That is totally fair. Yeah, it's I want everyone to know it's like 4 a.m. for you, right?
Yeah, 4:45 right now. So
you're a trooper.
It's fun though because the house is so quiet right now.
I bet. I'm very much so a morning person.
Mm-hmm.
So I love being up early, but when I have the choice.
Yeah.
Okay, I just used the motion blur on here, and I kind of love what it did.
Oh my gosh, it's cute.
Okay, let's see. Okay, that'll be my background. I know you're not finished, but are you about ready to turn the cameras back around?
Yes.
Awesome.
I will. So I know it's just a start. The hands really took me too long. So here we go.
It's so hard to change the camera. Okay. Oh, there I am. Yay. Okay, I love how it looks. I can't wait to see it finish if you're gonna finish it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yay. So is there anything else that you want to make sure everyone knows about? Where can people find you? All of that.
Yeah, you can. I mainly have it on my Instagram account. I have 3, so it's kind of confusing right now. But the Mymar underline art is the one where I have all my art, and where I do like the drawings and a lot of stories about the processes, how to create the different art. That's the main channel. Yeah.
Awesome.
But I'm also on Twitter and all the other channels if you have any questions.
Beautiful. Okay, I think Nadine's finally here. Welcome. I might have been here for a while, but she just our eyes. Last thing for me is make sure that you claim the POAP. So go into the Discord. The link is down there. And then go into the POAP channel. Tell me if you were gonna eat 50 of something, what would you eat? For me, it would probably be like butternut squash ravioli. I don't know. It just came to me.
Yummy.
Right? What would it be for you?
Probably some mushroom risotto or something. Ooh. I don't know if I could eat 50 of them.
That sounds so good. Both pasta for us. Okay, yay. So also, if you want to just DM me, as long as you were here, DM me that answer. I want everyone who was here to get that POAP. I might give it out to some other people too, just because I want them to have it. And that's all. Well, thank you so much for coming on, waking up early, and creating with me. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.